All right, I was playing some Tour 6 earlier, and I saw that some of the holes have been redesigned. So I was looking at hole number 1, par 4. There's been some course changes here. I've split that sand trap up here. It kind of looks different on the other side, but what I'm going to do is I just try the same shot. It does look different up here in the front, but I'm on my blue ring off. A little shy of max, and I max it out. My blue rings, half the blue rings on the fairway, half the blue rings in the rough. Shake the wind out. Max overpower hook. Got it all. Lands nicely out in front. And that's the angle you really want to kind of come at it. That's right at the flagpole. I've tried that where I've taken a little bit of topspin off, and it ends up short. But it may be one of those fine line things where you're just a little bit off from max. Now my opponent comes at it from the other way. This is the only two ways, really, if you're in a tournament and rookie. These are the only two ways you're going to be able to play this hole and consistently be able to try and get an eagle. He's trying to adjust how much overpower to put on it. Hits it great to the left, great on the inside, which is a good thing that he did. Got a nice little chip in shot here. I'm going to go right out the flagpole. It should be close enough that wind's not a factor. Hitting it perfect. In the hole. Eagle. Eagle on hole number 1 with a marlin ball. That's the deal. That's the deal, is that max overpower hook shot. If you've got a maxed out extra mile, it's a marlin. If you've got a level 6, level 7, it's probably going to take a nav. I'd stick with the navigator as opposed to the quasar, because the quasar's got more side spin. So if you have to jump up to a katana, if you've only got like a level 4 or level 5 extra mile and you got to jump up to a katana, you have to allow for the fact that it's got extra side spin. So when you put the side spin in it, you only want to put in 2 and a little. Or you may have to put in a little bit more. It may change your angle out there. That was a very good, well-played game on both parts. That's a great demo right there. So I'll give you the bonus shootout. This is one of the Southern Pines holes. I prefer to hit this with my extra mile. Inviting him to the clan. What our clan's looking for really is tournament players. So this person has been playing in tournaments, but they haven't really been playing for very long. So I don't know if it's a confidence deal, or I know people get really nervous the first time they play in a tournament. I played in a lot of tournaments, so I don't really get that nervous playing in them. I like to use my extra mile, and like every place else, I'm usually at least a couple rings off. So right there on that curve, on that rough area right there, it runs flat for a while. And right before it starts to make the curve to get up to the flat spot is kind of my starting area. One backspin. If you don't put that one backspin, it carries up that hill and it'll end up at the top of the hill. We've all been there before. But it'll end up here at the top. it's hard to get. You've got to get way back there in the back on that backboard in order to have any shot of coming down steep enough in order to get that in the hole. You can usually get pretty close. The most serious way to get a hole in one here is on the island, but the island's super tricky, especially if you're using an extra mile. All right, that was hole number 1. That's a par 4 that's coming up in the American Classic tournament. That's at Juniper Point. Thanks for watching. Maybe.